gear, 3,100 RPM, 30. Ladies and gentlemen, old guy coming at you again from Triumph Waukesha, which you can see in the background. This is the 2024 Triumph Bonneville Speedmaster. MSRP'd at $13,995 base. I'll put up on the screen how much it is in this color. I had a couple to choose from. I really did like this blue. I thought it looked really nice. And figured, well, I'm going to try that one. So this has obviously the 1200cc parallel twin engine, 76.9 brake horsepower at 6,100 RPMs, 78.2 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPMs. So it's got decent power. It's kind of that mid-range, but for the money, there's a lot more bike you can buy for 14 grand than this one. However, they don't have this look, and they also don't have the seat, which I have sat on, and it's insanely comfortable. Now, up front, we have a basic non-adjustable front end. This is an MT9016 front tire, has dual 310 millimeter discs and 2 piston calipers. In the rear, this has a single rear shock with preload adjustability, a 150/80/16 rear tire, and a 255 millimeter brake disc and 2 piston caliper. Okay, so I am 5 foot 9 inches tall. I weigh 220 pounds. This claims a seat height of 27.8 inches and claims a wet weight of 580 pounds, which I don't know if it's actually correct, because it doesn't feel like it weighs that much. But throwing my leg over it, quite comfortable. The seat, as I mentioned, is super comfortable. This has a feet forward riding position. I do wish this had the tank pads on it, but this particular one does not. You can get them. It just adds a little bit more width to the tank, which we can see when we start riding. This beach bar setup is weird for me. It puts my hand in this weird position, and I'm not particularly fond of it. Just at a seat. You are completely upright though when you're sitting going down the road. So let's get a sound check and then we'll take it for a ride. It's 1200cc parallel twin. Let's hit the road. I mean, 14 grand. This is a lot of money. But just to start off, oh, super comfortable. Very easy, manageable at slow speed. As I can say right off the get-go, I do not like these bars. I really don't. I mean, they're relatively, they're comfortable, but it's just a weird position for my hands to be in. And that's a personal preference. Adjustable brake and clutch lever. That's nice. At the bare minimum, once you cross a certain price point, that should be standard on everything. I've ridden a lot of 1200cc parallel twins from Triumph, and they are such strong engines. You know, the low down torque on this engine, and it comes in very, very low in the rev range, which is incredibly nice. It's a very vibrational engine, the 1200, but different bikes vibrate differently. Like this one, I have a lot of vibration in the pegs, which makes sense because it's sitting right there next to the engine, and I think it's just the way it's mounted. It just vibrates a lot. It gets up to speed just fine though. I kind of wish it had the analog dash that's on the T120. I think it would look better. It does have cruise. It's just a push and set. So 6 gear, 3,100 RPMs, 32, doing 76, 77 miles an hour. Very, very buzzy in the feet. I mean, insanely buzzy in the feet. The mirrors are solid. I can see everything behind me. Gotta roll off, just catching up here. The handlebars have a buzz to them too. I think honestly, I do like the more forward foot position on this than the T120 is kind of not rear but not mid either. I kind of like this riding position a little bit better. But my lord, the buzziness in the freaking foot pegs is insane. That being said, it's got good power. I love the 1200. I do. I really love the 1200. The suspension is nice. I mean, it feels pretty plush. Even being non-adjustable in the front and only preload in the rear. I mean, you're around town, man, there's just kind of, you know, a little bit slower speed. I mean, I'm doing 45, but the engine around this RPM range, not a lot of power there. 2,000 RPMs. I think the engine kind of feels happy around 3, and then wakes up at, obviously max torque is saying 4,000 RPM, so it's just keep it around that 3,000 range. The second I drop below that, the engine's got some power, but it feels very, it's just kind of luggy, and it's like I'm not happy. I want to go faster. But I will say this, if you are riding through town and you want to lower the revs, your vibrations just disappear at the lower RPM range. So, that's nice. Especially if you're just kind of cruising. Because, I mean, this is not a bike that you're going to be doing, you know, huge touring on, in my opinion. I mean, it's comfortable. You can put a bag on it. You can carry some stuff, sure. But wouldn't be my first choice for a touring bike. Decent. It's got decent power. The torque pull really, I mean, it's solid at 4,000 RPM. And you start building and building and building, it does start to push you back a little bit. So I can't complain a bit about the power on the bike. I mean, 14 grand, a lot of bikes you can buy though. Now this is what I love riding. Just beautiful. Peaceful. Okay. So let's see how we can do a slow speed U-turn on this line right here. God, it's these bars. These bars really mess me up. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you could get a little tighter, obviously, but these bars are just not meant for me. Somebody's gonna look at this bike and say, "That's the bike I want," and yeah, I get it. Doesn't ask for every seat. And you've picked a seat that's super comfy, so can't fault you there. I do like this color though. As I mentioned in the beginning, this color is super nice looking. Blue and yep. like this single shock setup more than I like the T120, which is you got the dual shocks. I mean, I can feel the bumps, but this seat is just stupid comfortable. I mean, it's not, it's mitigating a lot of the bumps. So that's really nice. Okay. Alright. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2024. Triumph Bonneville Speedmaster. This is LED, so it's really nice. It's got benefits over the T120. It's almost like, for me, I'd like the mix of the two. I'd like the T120 handlebars, I'd like this for the foot pegs, you know, but all in all, I would just buy the Speed Twin 1200. Anyway, let's get a sound check. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Special thanks to Triumph Waukesha for letting me take this up. Greatly appreciate it. And it's different. That's why I love doing this, because I get to try these different bikes. Get to experience it and share it with everybody. Alright, everybody, stay safe. And as always, enjoy the ride.